In this problem, we're doing some more work with the converse, inverse, and contrapositive of conditional statements. Remember, conditional statements are those if-then statements. And this time, we're going to write the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive of a conditional statement. We're also going to use some actual data to determine which of these statements are true, and we're going to make a kind of a truth table. So let me show you how this works. They've given us this statement. It says, if a candy has 350 calories, then the candy is chocolate. So we can look at this data here and determine whether that's true or not. So here's chocolate. It does have 350 calories. So that seems good so far. Butterscotch 250. Oh, caramel 350. This says if it has 350, then it's chocolate. Well, here's one that's 350, but it's not chocolate. So it looks like this first statement, our given statement, is false. So I'm going to grab this check mark and mark false there. Now, let's write the inverse. Remember, the inverse of a conditional statement, if you have if P then Q, we just negate both. So we say if not P, then not Q. And what I've done here is made several copies of both the hypothesis and the conclusion. In the inverse, those stay in the same order. They just get negated. So I would write in here, if a candy does not have 350 calories, then the candy is not chocolate. So now the question is that true or false? If a candy does not have 350 calories, is it not chocolate? Well, all the ones here that don't have 350 are not chocolate. So that one actually stacks up. So we can call that one true. All right, let's try the contrapositive. In the contrapositive, you reverse the order just like we did, well, like we will do for the converse, and you negate them just like we did for the inverse. So you do both those things. So we're going to say, we're going to put this part first, the candy is chocolate, and this part second, a candy has 350 calories, but then we're going to go ahead and negate both of them. So if the candy is not chocolate, then the candy does not have 350 calories. So is that true? If the candy's not chocolate, so butterscotch, does it not have 350? Well, here's a case where that's not true. Caramel is not chocolate, but it does have 350, so this one is false. And finally, the converse, that's where you just switch the order of the hypothesis and the conclusion. So let's do that. So we're going to say, if the candy is chocolate, then the candy has 350 calories. So is that true? Well, here's the one case where we have chocolate, and it is 350 calories, so that is true. So we started out with a false statement. We ended up with an inverse that was true, a contrapositive that was false, and a converse that was true. So that is a little bit more work with the logic of conditional statements.